Oh, yeah. Whew. Oh, God, this is embarrassing. I'm so sorry. It's been like 500 years. This is your big moment and I'm ruining it.
And welcome back to the next episode of Bull
Uh,
Stuff. Yeah, I don't want to say it. I don't know if it gets like flagged or something on YouTube,
no,
but
you've said it before. More
have
bullshit.
I? Well, maybe that's why no one
Yeah.
watches it because like we cuss too much. Have you ever thought of that?
Uh, no.
Exactly.
I
Maybe we
think we
curse too much for the
cuss.
algorithm.
Honestly, I think we cuss a lot less than most podcasts that I listen to.
It's
So,
true. And hey, man,
mhm.
but we don't. So I don't curse like we're carpet bombing Iraq. Like we sprinkle it in like a dash of pepper
So a
in.
dash of like plumber and a little sprinkle of electrician with some, maybe a dash of general labor
I don't know. Man, so I know some people
sandwiched
who
between like a couple of naval guys.
I found. Well, I mean, I know you like to be sandwiched between
Yeah,
guys.
man, why do you
That's
always have to go to that?
why you brought it up. I'm
You
just trying to help
project.
you out.
So it's called projecting, right? This is
Projection?
projecting.
I
You're
don't think so.
projecting on me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I? Okay. I'm projecting on you now. Okay, gotcha. You like when guys project on you? Fair enough. That's cool. Whatever you do, man. Listen, I'm glad you have your own holidays. I'm glad that
Dude.
you guys have parades and you guys are out there and you're
Oh.
and you're living life, which is that's what's important. So
Remind me
listen,
next time
holidays.
when I go stay with you when visiting, not to put laxatives in all of your pasta jar sauces.
That's listen, that's fine. So whatever you want to slip in or take out, I'm
Oh
okay with either one
no,
of those things. Our
why?
friendship goes so much deeper, really
Yeah, you
deep,
like it deeper
very
too.
deep. I know. There you go. See, there you go. Hey, what would male friendship be without latent homosexual innuendos?
Man,
Is that I would
I'm
question, is that
not
really a friendship at
I'm
all?
not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I'm just saying, like, dude, how would that work? How would, insecure males such as you and I be able to relate to each other on a basis without
I'm super
questioning
secure.
one another's
You're
sexuality?
just
Us,
projecting.
though.
That's all.
I'm saying,
You're
it's
just
like
projecting.
it's par for the course, man. I think
Every
that's why people like
accusation
Darren's
is an
banter.
admission.
Eh, You know what? That's right. Every time you point the finger, there's three pointing right back at you.
It's every accusation is an admission.
It's an admission. You're admitting that you're out there turning tricks, waiting for the sailors to come in to dock the
Uh,
store. Like, all right, man. What's up with you, man? How's everything in Chi-Town?
it's pretty good. It's chilled out a little bit. The weather's a little chilly at the moment. We're in the 50s. Started out yesterday in the 70s.
Mm.
But it's gonna warm up over the weekend. So we're gonna be back in the 70s over the weekend. And I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing over the weekend, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, man, how did you like? So the draft happened what last week?
I didn't even keep up with any of that. I think we were out somewhere and we
Mm.
saw a bunch of people in football jerseys. I'm like, isn't football season over? And then it was like round two of the
Yeah.
draft or some shit.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Football
okay,
season is never over, sir. They have managed to make football a year-long sport
yeah,
with draft, trade deadlines, and now you have the spring football league that's going on,
yeah,
which is really another feeder system for the NFL. Dude, I was watching on ESPN yesterday. Mexico has an LFL, which it's I guess the Latin Football League, or I think that's what the L stands for. And yeah, I'm watching their football games, but it reminds me of the time I was in India, and it was around this time of year. I'm sitting there watching on TV, and India has their own football league as well. So I'm like, man, listen, this American football is catching on. Now, the Indian Football League was not very good. It looked like a high school football team, but those were adults. It's just they didn't move very fast. The game wasn't as natural to them because they probably didn't grow
was
up
it like their
watching.
first season?
I don't remember what season it was, but again, this was a few years back, so maybe they've gotten better since. But hey, man, dude, it's whether there are people who, if they can't necessarily succeed in the NFL or get drafted or get picked up, even on waivers from teams, they'll go to these other spaces in the world and go play some ball, man. So
Hmm.
good on them. But this one, the whole team was Indian. The
Wasn't there
Mexican
an XFL football
what's
league
up?
at one point? XFL, is that still around?
Yeah, I think didn't The Rock buy that or something? And I'm not thinking it's a thing
Wasn't
anymore.
it Jim? Well, wasn't Jim McMahon that owned it? I don't.
At one point, it was that was in the '90s, and then it got brought back. One of them got something got brought back. Dude, I don't even fucking remember. There's been so many of them
So
damn
long.
pop-up football leagues that may last 1 or 2 seasons and then boom, it's gone, man. That's it.
Yeah,
But
wasn't like they
hey,
called
man,
arena football or something like that.
dude, we used to have arena football here in Texas. They still have some arena football also. I remember. I don't know if you ever got into it, but there was another LFL was like the lingerie football league. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, occasionally, because they used to have it like around. Didn't they have like a Super Bowl around the Super Bowl
Yeah, it was always like during the summer and stuff.
or something like that? Yeah, it was some. They had their own Super Bowl. Remember they had a Puppy Bowl. Yeah,
Oh, what were you? I don't know. You're thinking of something else, I think. I
yeah.
think you're thinking of like a halftime show or something. I mean, there
Something
was
like that.
a legit LFL. You can go to YouTube and watch the videos of it now because
No,
it
I remember.
was like it was literally just women in lingerie with basically shoulder pads and helmets on
Yeah,
playing football. And then it turned to like they have like they still didn't have lingerie anymore. It was like a uniform, but looked like kind of like a Hooters girl youth outfit or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Guess the
and that
cheeks
went
were
away.
too
But yeah,
much for
man,
the TV.
dude, oh, dude, it was fun to watch those chicks do their thing, though, man. That's what's up.
Uh,
But
remember
what's
the
going on, man? What's happening with you?
same old, same old, doing the job hunting thing, doing the bike riding thing. I think we talked off camera about the whole bike situation, but just beating the crap out of a cheap bike. It's probably looking like I'm gonna have to replace it at some point.
You sound like a biker.
Not a motorcycle, an actual
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
bike.
saying.
Yeah.
Because when people get into biking, they always they talk about how they always got to fix their bike and stuff up. But
Hmm.
you don't, and from what I've gleaned, I have one story. I'm not sure I told it on this podcast, but about when I went to go try to learn how to ride a bike. Uh, but usually it sounds like people get a smaller bike, get used to driving it and riding around, and then they always try to upgrade to like a heavier
Right.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think what happens now is that used to be the old model that people did for years, trying to upgrade and stuff like that. But dude,
Yeah.
the bikes are expensive now, as well as the economy is such shit that so many people are really just trying to just get their forever bike right now.
Right.
They're not trying to buy a series of bikes, buy one, ride it for a bit, sell it, trade it, whatever. Like people just want that bike that they're going to ride. So I'm sure there are
Yeah.
probably more accidents or probably less people probably buying bikes, man. Because man, those things have gotten crazy expensive, bro.
Yeah, for like if you want like a carbon bike, shit, man, like these lightweight, super lightweight racing bikes, which I don't fucking need because that shit's way
Yeah.
too expensive. And I'm not that level of an athlete anyway. But I do see them bombing around town, man. Like they're like $5,000 plus. I'm like, no, no, I bought a
That's
cheap
not too bad.
bike and at the time we didn't know how much we were gonna ride. I actually ride a lot more than Connie does, so we've been talking about it. And yeah, we might just go ahead and get a better one just because I'm doing more writing and I've replaced pretty much almost major parts on the frame I have, and it's just one thing after another. So it's just, cheap components because it was a cheap bike. So I think it's time to bump it up. So we'll see. I'm gonna take it into the shop tomorrow and see what they can do. And we'll go from there. Other than that, it's more job fairs later this month. Get a couple of volunteering things. The American Legion has a couple of parties and things like that going on coming up this next
Nice.
month. Yeah, so volunteering with them for Memorial Day. So we're gonna have a busy month.
Well, hey, while we're on this kind of subject of being busy, man, happy Cinco de Mayo, sir.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. I don't have a drink in front of me, so I can't toast you, but
That's
maybe I
okay,
can take a
man.
sip.
We're virtually toasting. That's good.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Let me grab my
Yeah.
I see something here that's going to
Yeah,
drive you
have
bananas.
a drink on me, sir. Enjoy some
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Well, after
There
we
you go.
actually, I go to the liquor store. I go get a 6-pack
Okay.
when we're
You
done.
don't keep any booze around the house no more?
I have booze. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, man, I'm just saying, like, cerveza.
Okay.
We need some cerveza. I'll take the dog with me because we gotta go for a walk anyway. So we'll
There
do
you go.
that. But yeah,
They come walk me to the liquor store.
I'll walk you to the liquor store. I'll just pour myself a little blended Scotch whiskey. How's that?
There you go. Now, listen,
Yeah.
in the spirit of Cinco de Mayo, Scotch.
I don't have any tequila. I
Dude, hell yeah,
got
man. Dude,
sick
I
on
love it.
tequila once. I really can't drink it much anymore.
Dude, oh man, tequila brings out the beast in me, sir.
Yeah. I think it brings out the beast in a lot of people.
Oh, dude. Yeah, tequila is that drink that, man, I gotta drink either sparingly. I can't do shots of it because oh my goodness, it's gonna be a night if I'm doing tequila. Oh my
That's funny.
goodness, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good for me anymore, sir.
Sorry, bud. I can't help you right now. With the dog
You
barking
can
at
give
me.
the dog some booze.
You want some booze? No. Gonna
Okay.
do that. No. If I do say the word bar, he knows to go. Like if I say it and I look at him and I say it again, if I say it like twice, he knows where we're going.
Okay.
Like he
He knows you want to
knows. He knows. He'll take it straight there. Like he'll pull me out of my shoes, kind of like, let's go, hurry up, kind of walk,
because he knows
And
you need a drink in you. He knows you're an
no,
outdoor.
he just knows that he's gonna go in there and they're gonna give him dog treats. Like,
Gotcha.
there's like two places we go to, and they always have dog treats for it because it's dog friendly place.
Okay.
Don't serve food in it, so you can bring the dog in, and he's just like, man, he knows right. He goes right past everybody. All the dog people are like, oh look, it's a husky. No, no. He's like, nope, I'm gonna go all the way down to the end and walk around the bar and wait for my treat.
Okay. Fair enough,
Yep.
man. Dude. Well,
So
hopefully when you start going to AA meetings, your dog will be just as
he
enthusiastic.
needs to go to AA meetings, man. I try to stay out of the bar. Well, this dog is taking me to the bar.
Really, the dog makes you go.
Yes, because he'll,
Okay, let me. When you tell the police
okay.
officer that, let me know what
So
they say.
no, I'm serious. Every once in a while, my wife will take him by herself, for a
Yeah.
quick walk because I'm doing whatever, and I'll get a text message. Hey, we are at the bar. He wouldn't leave because if we take him past the two places he knows, he'll go straight to that door and he
Yeah.
will not move. And he's pretty strong, 70 plus pound husky for my
Yeah.
wife, he's pretty strong and he slipped out of the collar a couple times, because you can't crank the collar down too tight on the dog, otherwise it's really
Okay.
bad for him.
Yeah.
So sometimes he'll slip the collar, and he's done that before. He slipped the collar, went straight back to the bar door, so I had to bring him back inside
Hmm.
and throw the collar back on him and take him out. So I'm not the one that has a drinking problem. This dog does.
Gotcha. I was always at the whiskey house.
Always at the whiskey house. No,
And
no,
dude,
like I said, he's programmed that he knows if I
yeah.
go to this door that smells like this, then I know I'm gonna treat. That's what he's associated with it. Can I help you? No, no. I'm busy. I'm recording. I can't help you right now. Sorry.
I know, right, dude. Look at that. It's like once you start doing something, that's right when they want to start hanging out and bugging you.
Nope. He's been laying, for the good chunk of the day. And he likes the bathroom when it's cooler.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying in the summertime when it's cooler, he'll just go in there and kind of like chill and hang out because it's nice and cool in there versus the rest of the house or whatever. It's really not that bad in here, but
No, I
yeah.
dig it, dude. So, man, tell me about the you went to a concert, man. What was going on with that?
Oh, yeah. So I'm a
How
big
was Taylor
fan
Swift, man? Was it
of
good?
Taylor Swift.
Did she play your favorite songs?
No, we didn't go to Taylor Swift
She didn't play your
concert.
favorite songs? I'm sorry. That's
No,
fucked
I'm
up, dude.
sorry. No.
She
Yeah.
didn't play Shake It Off.
Kick it off.
Shake It Off.
That ain't
Shake
the
It.
shake it off I'm
Dude, hey,
thinking of.
man.
That ain't the
Can
shake
you,
it off I'm thinking of though. Just shake it up. Well, it's not shake it off. Shake it up.
Shake It Up.
Shake
Who's
it
that?
up.
The Cars? Yeah, that's the
Maybe.
Cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what whenever I hear that song, I think of that song.
Hey man, listen, dude. don't know many Taylor Swift songs, but when that Shake It Off song was when it came out, that song was fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's catchy, dude. Remember we're in that we're in a band and we were writing that one song, and I said, "Man, it's so catchy. We should name this song Syphilis."
Syphilis because it's so catchy.
It's so catchy. That dude, that's what Taylor Swift Shake It Off is. It's basically just syphilis. It is ear
Okay.
syphilis.
Ear syphilis.
Yes, because dude, that shit is catchy as hell, man.
I find it a bit annoying, but that's
I
just
mean, I
me.
don't know any of her stuff.
I don't really care for pop music, man. Like,
Don't
but
be that guy.
to get back to the concert, it was Failure, which is a kind of, like 90s grunge band that I really enjoyed. I was first introduced to them in like 97 and I saw their music video. Uh, and at the time, my roommate in the army,
Hmm.
had cable. So it was pretty awesome for me to move in his room because I could sit and watch, cable TV and whatnot. Anyways, I saw their music video on MTV back in like 97. And I want to say I really liked the song. And so I bought their album like the next day at the PX. And that's probably my most played album back then. Like I think I replaced that album like two or three different times because of all the times that it's got scratched up or damaged.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But then not long after that, it was the third album. Not long after that, they all broke up because they were deep into drugs. Like the guitarist got really into heroin and it was just taking a hold of him. And the other guys were kind of messing around with it too. And they're like, man, the the lead was like, man, if we don't end this, we're gonna end up dying, right? So they kind of disbanded and they all went their separate ways. And then 2016, they got back together.
Wait, didn't you say there's like a documentary about these guys?
Yeah, Failure. Yeah, there's a
Okay.
documentary. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. I know you don't
Yeah,
have it.
I figured. Well, I don't have Netflix, but okay.
No, but I'm pretty sure there's a bootleg of it somewhere you can find.
Okay. Well,
But
if you
no,
find
it's
it on
pretty
like
good.
someone, clipped it and put some of it on YouTube, something like
YouTube.
that,
Yeah, I'll
I'll
look and
check it out,
see.
man.
But no, it was a really good documentary. Kind of touched on something that we've talked about several different times about being in a band and the
Masturbation,
allure,
right on, right on. Yeah.
the allure of drugs and everything else that goes along with it, man. Like
Yeah,
as
man.
to your point, like, we would go to parties and it was readily available. Here, have this. No, thanks, man. Like I
We were
thankfully
never a
I
drug band. We were more of a drinking band.
no, we were, but I'm just saying, but it was always offered,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I don't know how many times, hey man, try some cocaine. No, thanks.
yeah.
Hey man, have some. No, I'm not gonna smoke crack. I don't want no meth.
I'm
I'll
not gonna
smoke a
smoke crack.
joint.
Yeah,
I'll smoke a little weed here and there, but
yeah,
man,
yeah,
none of that hardcore shit, man, because that's no.
yeah. Dude, I don't know why it never appeal to us in that sense. When so many other, and it could be because it was such a cliche that so many other bands went down that kind of road. So many other musicians or artists in general have gone down that road, really with heroin and stuff like that. But not, it never really was a big like. Some of us will play around with some things, and the occasional have some weed or something like that. But that was back that was, I mean, the weed they have now, and that's like an old man now because my dad would say the same thing about the weed he used to get like in the 60s and 70s.
It ain't
The
nothing
stuff
like
they,
today
dude, oh my God, the stuff they have now is so strong.
because
So,
they've perfected the method of growing it to like the best potency, right? And I'm
yeah.
pretty sure there's some science involved with it. Oh, you got to grow it, and then you got to grow it this way, and then there's a whole thing about behind it all.
Oh,
But
yeah, dude, I tapped out when I think hydro was a thing. And that was,
we were
I
buying
don't know if you guys,
hydro back in the day, though.
yeah, but you could buy, I don't know how about the ounces and stuff like that, but I remember I had friends who would buy, I believe, an ounce, which is like a baggie,
Yeah.
and it was like $200-300. And I'm like,
Uh,
dude, I
yeah,
was in a
maybe.
reggae band and they gave me weed, but it was just regular, I forgot
Skunk.
even, yeah,
No.
just regular stuff, man. It wasn't this
No.
heavy stuff.
We used to get like a baggie, like I don't know, like a nugget or a baggie. Remember, we used to have it for fucking 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah, dude, it
We
lasts forever.
would last forever, and I would hide it like I when I ever had it, I would hide it in my closet. It's buried deep. No one would
Yeah.
find it.
So, no, if I everything
I'd
looking
get
at the
paranoid.
closet.
We get paranoid one night smoking some weed, man. Fuck, the cops are gonna smell this shit. I need to hide it. So I'd bury it deep in
Yeah.
the closet somewhere, you know. But yeah, man, we used to buy some and we I don't know if we what did we do it in a bowl? Probably in a bowl. Because I hated smoking the
Yeah, I
joint.
never rolled. So yeah,
Oh,
it
I
had
know
to
what
be
it
like
was. I
what?
had that makeshift bong made out of a Mountain Dew bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the Mountain Dew bottle. I remember,
Yeah.
we were MacGyver friends.
Uh-huh.
But like we not lived together, when it was just you and I, we really didn't smoke. But it was only
Uh-uh.
when friends came over, and usually the
Exactly.
friends who would smoke would bring their own, weapon of choice. So we usually use whatever they were having. But we didn't do rolling papers or blunts, nothing like that.
Nah. Uh-uh.
We never smoked like a whole thing. And a lot of
No.
that we never really purchased a lot of it. A lot of it was given it to us. Or we'd have a party and people would leave that behind as
Yeah.
like kind of like a thank you or something like that.
Yeah. As
And
long
I
as it
remember
didn't
telling a couple people, like, hey man, he'll be here when you come back. Like there's
as-
weed in my house now, but I have it just for friends when they stop by. I don't smoke weed.
well, there was that one time we got high before band practice. I remember
Yeah, but
this.
that was me, you, and that other cat. Don't say his name. But yeah. And dude, I remember lighting some incense and none of us could think to like blow it out. And we just stared at the flame for a while. And I
Uh-huh.
went, and we were like, whoa, yeah.
Well, you were driving. You were going to
Yeah,
band
yeah.
practice, and it felt like it took fucking forever to get there.
Yes. Like this is a long drive.
It's long. Those traffic lights, 5 fucking minutes, and it was probably like two, but it felt like we'd
Yeah,
been
yeah.
sitting there forever. This was back when you were in a Led Zeppelin kick.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, dude. We were so stoned in those days, man. It was
I
fun.
have pictures
The,
of that.
you got to share, man. I got to see
Yeah. When I'm sitting in the chair doing a double thumbs up.
that's
I don't even think we made it through a couple songs.
it's going bad. I thought it went okay. I don't, dude. That's 25 years ago, man. I don't even
Yeah.
remember. But
No.
yeah, it was a good time, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, we
No.
just never. We were always more of a just let's get some drinks type group, man. I
Yeah,
think,
drinking was our thing. Sure.
yeah, if we were gonna smoke, we had like a hookah going. And that's what we did. That's why our lungs are shit now. You
Uh,
smoked cigarettes back in the day also, but you
oh
recently
yeah.
quit that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I quit that. But no, I think that part of that reason why I didn't get into the hardcore shit was because I had that addictive personality. Because it took me a long time to kind of kick the cigarette habit. Like even to this day, I still feel um cravings for them. And I
Gotcha.
haven't like had an actual cigarette in years, but every once in a while I'll see someone light one up and like, man, I should go ask for one. But I always tell myself, no, 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 no. I don't want to go down the road. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, but you still feel the pull. And I imagine that's kind of what like a lot of people that are sober, from things like that go through the same thing. Man, just one nice little hit, and that's all I really need. So you're constantly struggling with that. So I mean, maybe I think that's part of it too. Is like, man, I have that addictive personality. If I even try this shit, then I'm hooked,
Yeah.
right? You know, because
Yeah.
my wife would tell me stories occasionally. She would do something, like she'd try some coke or something, and
Yeah.
she's like, man, I remember one night, we were like we went through like an 8 ball or whatever, and then we're finding ourselves calling the person again to go get some more. And like
Yep.
after the third time, I was like, no, I can't do this because I will be sucking some cock for some cocaine here in a couple of years if I if I keep this up.
Man.
And yeah, like I said, I've talked to many different people over the years about their experiences, and like, I'm gonna say the same thing, man. Like some things, some drugs, just like they get you hooked, man. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, I think some of it is, it's a nature versus nurture thing. Some of it is biological. People do have addictive personalities. Oh, I, dude. to your point, yes, some doors should just probably stay closed. If you
Hmm.
know who you are and stuff like, yeah, man, you don't need to get into that. But I think for me, it's always been much simpler. Like, dude, I'm just too fucking cheap. I'm literally talking to you, complaining about how much a bag of weed costs for hydro. It's like $200. I can't imagine having a fucking cocaine addiction.
Oh man, yeah. See, I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah,
I'm
I don't.
20 years later still bitching about a fucking bag of weed that costs $200. Dude, could you imagine doing having a habit where you're doing rails constantly? Dude, how much money do you blow through?
Ask Chris Farley. I don't know.
Well, man, when we
He
saw on
ain't
the other
around
side,
now,
maybe, yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah, when you
I
see
think
those other rock stars, like what's the dude from Aerosmith? Uh Stephen Perry. I think
Tyler,
he'll tell you that
Steven
like
Tyler.
Steven Tyler, yeah, excuse me. I think he'll tell you that like I think I saw an interview or a podcast where you're talking about how, $1 million worth of blow went up his nose. And that's that's me probably being conservative with that. He probably spent way more than that also.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow, all that money you've had, and it was just for this little bag of powder.
Yeah, man. You're chasing that high, chasing that feeling, and you need more and more of it over time.
Yeah, like man,
Yeah.
it's not worth it. Dude, the fun I had just dabbling in some of that stuff, I was like, I
Mm-mm.
can never see this being my part of my life. Like
No.
it's not, there's no way. I'm way too fucking cheap. And if but with women, it was a little different because women would get it for free.
Yeah.
However, it would eventually end up costing them because that's where they come with the story of like, now I'm giving blowjobs for cocaine or
Yeah.
meth or
Hmm.
fentanyl and shit, man. So yeah, it
Yeah.
starts off with that, but now guess what? You're giving up a piece of your person for this drug.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, but man, the coke chicks, man, Jesus, they were all so thin, baby. But you know what? I guess Ozempic is the new cocaine. Because now you see all the celebrities with the sucked in face and shit, and
It's because they're
like
overdoing it, I
a
mean, you're just overdoing it. Like that.
lot of them
That's
probably only did
ugly.
cocaine that
Oh.
while also.
Or they'll get that surgery to remove the fat in their cheeks. That's another thing too. I forget what they call that
I haven't heard of
procedure.
that. Is what is that?
Yeah. It's man, I have to look it up. Uh it's a weird word. It's a scientific word.
But not the cheeks and the buttocks, right?
No, cheeks on your
She just
face.
said it. Okay, I like the buttocks cheeks. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know what her face
It,
looks like.
buccal fat.
Oh wow,
Buccal. Buccal fat.
wow! And they're having it sucked out their face, huh?
Yeah, kind of, and it kind of gives them that concave kind of face, and when they do too much, you know what I mean? But that's all Ozempic face too. But man, yeah. But I'd like to know what the long-term effects are from using, you know, that kind of stuff.
Using Ozempic or
Yeah,
just
like,
yeah.
I mean, I know there's side effects from it, but like, what's the
Mhm.
long-term effect, you know?
Well,
Because I
I
considered it
mean,
myself for a bit.
we'll see
Um,
it in about 5 to 7 years.
yeah,
Some of those long-term studies will be coming out. Longitudinal studies will be coming out. And we're seeing
yeah,
the side effects of what happens when people take those, not just Ozempic, any GLP-1, excuse me, type of medication. We'll start seeing those fucking results. And it's like, dude, some of that stuff, man, it's no good. It's no bueno. And I think now they got it in pill form. So now you don't even have to take shots anymore.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it depends, if you're being monitored for it by through an actual doctor and not somebody quote unquote a doctor like online.
Man, you think that doctor is going to sleep at night wondering about your GLP-1 subscription?
Oh, I mean, like if a decent doctor, if you're like like some doctors they have monitored fasts where they have their patients doing a fast and they monitor it, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully any doctor worth your salt is kind of like mine with my high blood pressure monitors, how I'm doing every 6 months or so.
Have you
Um,
tried some of the natural, like herbal remedies for your blood pressure stuff?
I mean, no, because like garlic, for instance, people say garlic reduces it, or blueberries and things
What?
like that. Yeah. No, the pills, I think
Creatine's
it's
good
helping.
also.
Yeah, no, the pills helping, and it's only temporary.
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain weight, then you don't have to take it anymore. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude,
getting
one
there
thing you
is,
can definitely do as well, once you get back on your feet, man, if you should definitely look into like a gym membership, specifically for a gym that has a sauna. Sauna is so good. People in the States, man, they sleep on the benefits of sauna. Sauna is
they
so
have a
good for you.
beach sauna that I ride by. There's the actual sauna set up on the beach down over here in Chicago. Um, I don't. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any gyms I passed that advertise the sauna.
No, like a 24-hour fitness will have one inside there. They not advertise it, but yeah, the ones I go to in Houston with my buddy, it's a 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
And yeah, they have the hot tub and the sauna. Hot tub is great for it also, but dude, the sauna opens up the vathalates or dilates the veins, opens them up, blood flows easier, lets a lot of the toxins and stuff out. You're sweating all that stuff out your pores, especially if
Hmm.
you've been drinking lots of alcohol, it's gonna sweat it out. Dude, there are studies looking at people's life expectancy and how just using sauna 2 to 3 times a week increases that.
Yeah. Well, that's something I have to look into.
Yeah.
No, like I said,
Another quick fix if you want, something I do still is also I do blood donations.
yeah.
So if you can check into that, man, because you know that they're taking blood out your system, and that really does help with the blood flow and stuff. So naturally lowers it.
So to go back to talking about the drug thing, another reason why I probably don't actually got into drugs intravenously is because I hate fucking needles.
Uh,
I can't look at it. When I get poked and prodded for whatever reason, I don't even look at it.
well, hold up. I
Yeah,
just
so
sent, is your phone next to you? Yeah, I just
it
sent
is.
you
Yep.
two things because I speaking of needles, I just got two tattoos.
Oh, nice.
Man,
I have not.
I thought you had at
Uh
least one
I
tattoo.
have
You
one.
a tattoo or something, right?
Yeah, I got one, and I think I need it fixed. Just the
Okay, well, next
lettering and
time you're in
stuff needs to be
town,
done.
my cousin
Well,
owns that tattoo shop. That's where I go get my stuff
yeah,
from,
maybe I'll
and he can
do
touch it up.
get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah, needs a coloring probably needs to be done. But I'm again, I want to do it all when I lose a little bit more weight. Actually, like I said, I'm not doing too bad, man. I'm getting closer to where I want to be, you know, because it used to be a
nice,
lot
man.
worse, man. Remember, it used to be a lot worse.
Yeah, uh, the weight loss thing always helps, man. So I know you're including a lot of walking and you're doing all the bike riding and stuff, man. So that's
Hmm.
good. My thing, my biggest weakness. Oh, I love so much. If there is a drug that I'm addicted to, that literally once I stop doing it, I think about it every day, damn near every day. Carbohydrates.
Pasta.
Oh my God, pasta, pizza.
Yeah,
That's yeah. Rice, not so much. Never been a big rice person. I'll eat rice,
I like
but dude,
rice.
I can literally eat pasta, spaghetti. I love Italian food,
Yeah.
and a lot of it is it's carb heavy.
Right.
So
But if you're getting this stuff like the durum wheat, right? That one's not as bad as the
yeah,
enriched shit that we
yeah, yeah.
see on the
So I
shows.
made that switch about a year or so
Yep.
ago, but
Yeah,
still,
same.
it's just for myself, dude. Nothing hits harder for me than those carbohydrates, man.
Right. Well, I mean, for me riding the bike, I kind of need those carbs too to
Right?
get kind of
Well,
started. So,
fine. Yeah. So I'm like, oh my goodness, man. I'd love, oh my God, spaghetti or ooh, a pizza. Oh my goodness. Don't get me fucking started. So I'm not a
mm.
huge dairy person, milk and cheese, I can eat that stuff. Uh if they said, hey, you got to give this up, okay, cool. I'll switch to like almond milk or something like that. But the hardest part for me, man, is letting go some of them carbohydrates. That's it.
Isn't like things like almond milk and some of them bad for you because of some certain
Oh yeah.
thing?
I just drink regular milk now. I'm like, I'll just
Yeah,
drink that.
that's what I mean.
I
Like,
used to, yeah, I used to do
so,
almond milk because it lasts longer in the refrigerator.
right. But
Because a
like you said,
gallon will last like a week and a half, maybe, and you got to
yeah,
pour it out because it'll expire. Almond milk, I can leave that thing in the refrigerator for damn near 2 months.
yeah. But like I said, isn't wasn't the process of
Oh
getting
yeah,
almond
it's
milk?
hard. It's really bad for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay,
I'm like,
I
I'll
don't.
just fucking drink the milk then. Fuck it.
Oat milk, I think is probably better. Maybe.
The problem is it doesn't taste. None of that stuff tastes like actual milk.
No, I don't. I've
It
had, like I
doesn't.
said, yeah, I've had it in coffee and things like that, but no, not
Yeah.
to like for cereal. No, 2% milk in our house. We go through a gallon every couple weeks.
Okay.
So,
Well, dude, I'll be in Italy in a couple weeks, so I'll do a podcast from there because I'll be in London. I leave next Tuesday,
mm,
so I'll do a podcast from the UK with you, and then a podcast from Italy with you. So I'll bring my microphone.
cool.
I'm
We
like,
can talk
"What's
about
up? We're
we can
going
talk about
international."
what's going on there overseas and what kind of food you've gotten into there. Because I'm a foodie myself, so I love food from different places.
See, I think I'm too cheap to be a foodie.
Oh.
Okay, so I don't know if I told this story on air, but I think I may have told this to you before. When I was with, I had X, and we went to a bar that was off of Caroline Street, and they would have s'mores, and it had like this huge kind of uh like a smorgasbord of options you could put on your s'mores, Nutella, chocolate, nuts, all that kind of fun. And they bring it out to you. And uh we do the s'mores and whatnot. And like the fire went out on the hibachi thing because gave us a little hibachi to light our stuff.
Hmm.
And the guy came in, he got one of those sterno things, opened at the top, got some of that blue gunk, popped it in there, lit it, got it back going again because we still had some more stuff left. And
Yeah.
I don't even have a big sweet tooth. And my ex looked at him and said, you should not have done that." And he was like, "Why?" He's like, "He's never going to come here again. You just showed him how to do this." Dude, sure the fuck enough. I have never been back to that spot since. Every date that's come back to the house, I have done that. I have two hibachis in my cabinet. I have
Hmm.
all the some more stuff. To be honest with you, I don't even fucking like marshmallows. I think they're disgusting.
Hmm.
But when I do that with people, when my guests when I bring it to the house, they are just amazed. So I would every time I go to a restaurant and I eat the food, it could be delicious, but I'm like, okay, what is this called? I'm Googling the recipe. How do I make this? Because I'm not coming back, but I like this.
Yeah, there's,
So if I can
I
just make this
forgot
at
about
home,
that.
yeah, I don't need this person anymore. Yeah. So, dude, that's why you have no memories of me at a restaurant. We know each other over almost 25 years. We have no memories unless we're at like an after hours
Oh
place
yeah,
getting
the
some
after hours
drunk.
place getting some, yeah,
Yeah.
like Bibas or something for
Yeah.
pizza. No,
Yeah.
we used to
Well,
go we used to go to that one sushi bar and then
Tinchi.
we got stiffed with a bill from I don't know, we had like 20 people there once and me and you got
Yeah.
stuck paying a fancy
We paid a
chunk of
good
that.
of it, but yeah, it was like a 300 something dollar bill. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna learn how to make
Yeah.
sushi myself.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, after that you bought the sushi rolling mats. You would
Yeah.
buy the I mean, I don't remember where would you get the
Dude,
sushi grade?
At the time I had to go to Central Market
Hmm.
that was in town because you couldn't get this stuff at just a regular Kroger. Even the international aisles at Kroger didn't have this stuff.
No.
That was 2003, 2004-ish.
Hmm.
Yeah, we are still living off 290 at the time.
We were
And
broke as shit too.
oh yeah, we definitely even when we moved to the Heights, we still broke as shit. But dude, I was
Hmm.
like, I'm not gonna fucking keep paying this to go here every Monday. So I'm like, okay, this is what we like. And this is back when the internet was still at its infancy. So I actually have those things. I'll take pictures and send them to you. I looked them up. I would print them out at my job,
Yep.
uh, like
And a
the step
binder.
by step process to make. Yes, I have the
Hmm.
binder still in my
Hmm.
cabinet. But yeah, dude, I would just do that, and dude. I've been that kind of chef, my whole life, man. I'm like, I love something. I want it at my house because I want to enjoy it when I want to enjoy it,
Yeah.
and that's just go start learning how to make it, man. And I'm not. I'm not going to restaurants, man. And
No.
now what's so funny is the world has kind of, well, not the world, but America is slowly catching up to what I've been doing because people are now complaining about how fucking expensive restaurant, dude, not just restaurants, how fucking expensive fast food is right now.
Yeah, it's insane.
Dude, I heard they're charging you damn near restaurant prices for a
Yep.
hamburger.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't been to like any of that kind of stuff in a long time, because like it's like I don't know, like a Burger King, for instance, like
Mm.
their Whopper meal costs you like $11, $12 when it's all said and done, you know?
What did it used to cost? Like what, five,
Dude,
$6?
something like that. I remember back in the late 90s, they'd have a 2 for 2 special on Whoppers, man. 2 Whoppers
Okay.
for $2. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know, man. But the problem is people are just gonna go ahead and pay those prices because they want to eat now. You know what I mean? If everyone just said fuck it, we're not doing this anymore, and this shit would end, right? Because it's not the cost of stuff, it's greed, right? At the end of the day, how much can we sucker people for? And that's the kind of age we live in.
So this price creep,
Oh,
it didn't happen during COVID. COVID, the price they kind of stayed the same. The price creep started. It hit California, I think, first. And that's when they talked about and they did enacted raising the minimum wage. And they kept saying if we raise the minimum wage, it's gonna impact the price of the food at these places. And they still raised it, and those prices went up, and it slowly started to go up across everything else. And uh then they started blaming on inflation costs. Oh, inflation's so high, so we have to meet, the inflation and whatnot. But I'm like, wait, these places are still making record profits.
that's what I
How are
mean.
they?
It doesn't matter, right? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter if you raise the wage, right? It doesn't
yeah.
matter because these people are already making money hand over fist. They're just going to justify the increase of cost
Mhm.
and blame it on something because that's what they
Yeah.
can do. Because nobody wants to pull, bullshit, our government doesn't do what it's supposed to do, right? We should have checks and balances for this kind of nonsense. And we don't, you
Well, hey
know.
man, the best way to check that is just to vote with your wallet. And I'm glad that some people are doing that
That's
now.
yeah, exactly. That's we haven't like
Making it
to
home.
your point, we've been doing the same thing. Like, like some Asian food. Like I really like Asian food, but Chinese food or whatever. But
Okay.
that's getting even more expensive too. So I've been on YouTube looking up how to make some chicken
Dude,
and,
the
and
last
bok
time you're at
choy
the
and shit like
house,
that.
I made that I got those egg rolls at the store
Hmm.
and I had them in the freezer and I made that again the carbs. I made that pasta dish for us
Yeah.
also. We had like a kind of a low main in those egg rolls. Yeah, dude, it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not fucking doing this other shit no more, man. I
Yeah.
can't. The
No,
shit
it's
is
the
gone
same.
way out of control, man.
We I made here a month or two ago. I made like knockoff filet of fish sandwiches, and my wife really loved it. She really like,
Okay.
man, this is fucking great, and she made them last night, and she really liked it. We used cod, for the fish. You
Okay,
can
yeah,
use
yeah.
pollock and
Well, that's what they
whatnot.
use for fillet of fish, I believe. They use cod.
Yeah, yeah. So and we made our own tartar sauce, and we had shit for that. For I don't know, I mean, the frozen cod package itself costs like 10.99, but that was only that's for 4 fillets. We only use two, you
Okay.
know. So if you do the math, at the end of the day, man, I think we $6 or $7 for both of us
Nice,
for
man.
that meal, with the sweet potato fries that we she had, and she already had the bag of that, and then the hamburger buns,
Nice. Okay.
you know. Like I said, making the al pastor tonight. I'm making that from scratch,
Mm.
so um, yeah, so that's what we've been doing more and more of. Trying not to spend that money, at places that, and what's even worse, some of this food's fucking mediocre, man.
Dude, I can understand if I'm paying more money, but the
Yeah,
food just tastes that much better. But I'm like,
yeah,
this is worse than what it was before.
yeah. It's fucking mediocre shit, man. Like $18 for a hamburger that I can make at home for fucking $4. Man, get out of here.
I'm like, well, if I'm paying $18 for
Oh,
a
we put
hamburger,
peanut
I'm
butter
gonna go
on
to
it,
like a
buddy.
sit down restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, we got peanut butter and jelly. I mean, bitch, I got fucking Jif and fucking and Welch's
Yeah,
grapefruit grape jelly in the fridge. I can do it myself. And we did
that's
that
all you
once.
fucking need.
Yeah. I mean, it did it ourselves and $6 or some shit like that. So that's kind of what we've been doing the same thing. So hopefully there's other people out there doing the same shit because we don't need to be giving these people our money anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for people working in the restaurant industry. That's not their fault, man. It's these few people that own a fucking majority of all this bullshit
Uh-huh.
getting mad because, oh, I can't be on my yacht tonight because I didn't make enough money.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, so much of it is we have more information about where the food comes from.
Hmm.
So, what's it? Cisco, I think, is a big supplier. So a lot of the food now that's even in restaurants is not that it's not like the restaurants have a pastry chef making the desserts.
No, they outsource it, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that we kind of like. For instance, Taco Bell. Like my wife
Mhm.
loves Taco Bell. I fucking hate it because it tastes like garbage now. I remember back then, 20, 30 years ago, it was pretty good.
Okay.
But now it's like, and she's like, "Ooh, I want it." I'm like, "Nah, I'll pass. I'll take you there if you want, but no thanks. Nah,
Yeah.
no." And it's not worth it, man. It really isn't worth it for some mediocre ass shit. No, I can make a taco better than Taco Bell.
Yeah, I don't I would even call Taco Bell Mexican food. It's not.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
it's it's. I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's not good at all. But it at one point it didn't they have like a dollar menu or something like that? I know Jack in
Eh,
the Box had like their dollar menu.
yeah, but now it's more like a $3 menu, $4 menu.
Okay, yeah. So I was watching. No, this is actually. I talked to this person last week, and I work with them, and they're complaining about how they went to Subway, and they used to just get a 6-inch sandwich, and she hadn't been back in like a decade, really. But she's like, well, "I'm hungry. I'm gonna go to Subway," and I haven't been to Subway in not a decade, but it's been at least. I don't think I've been to, I don't think I would I don't think I've been to Subway since COVID. It's been a long time for me because I'm cheap, so I'll make a fucking sandwich at home. And
Yeah.
I can go to the store, get the ingredients, and I'll have sandwiches for the next few days just with the ingredients of what but I remember they used to have that commercial, the $5 foot long commercial. $5 foot long. And I'm like, I thought that's what she was gonna get. She said she got the 6-inch sandwich. I forgot what kind she got. That may have played a part in this as well. But she got a 6-inch sub, no drink, no chips, no cookie, $10 plus change, I think. Yeah.
For a 6-inch?
For a 6-inch fucking sandwich, man.
Mm.
And that's it. That no drink, no chips, nothing else, no pickle. I think did they give pickles also? I don't fucking remember. But anyway, that's what she got. I remember they had the chips. When I get there, I used to like the Sun Chips, but they sell Sun Chips in stores now.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite chip I used to get at Subway.
Yeah.
And their
They
cookies
were
were
wheat
never,
chips.
yeah, they're wheat
Yeah.
chips. I thought they were just
Hmm.
delicious. But you
Yeah,
can
no,
get
they're
that at
good.
any store now. So,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, I never, that's it. I was just get that. And she said, nah, she just went there and got her sandwich, man. And she paid it because, by the time it came to the cash register, it's already fucking made. But she was like, if she said if she had known it'd cost this much, she would have gone to Chipotle. Because you'll
Yeah.
get a bigger portion for right around the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I go to Chipotle every now and then. I haven't been in a couple months, but when I go, I'd get the burritos, but since I'm a vegetarian, it'd be just the black bean burritos.
Hmm.
So just two black bean burritos all the way, all the lettuce and vegetables they put in there, guacamole, no cheese, nothing like that in there. But that and the salsa, I think altogether it's like 15, $16.
Yeah, and it's like lunch for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. Well, I have a big appetite, so that's
Yeah.
dinner.
Are you talking like
And
one of those super burritos or a small burrito?
well, I don't know if they have a small burrito. They have the burrito
Okay.
bowls, and they have like those real look
Yeah, yeah.
like that kind of. Yeah,
You eat two of those?
bro.
You fat fuck.
Again, I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, I know. You
Even
fat.
I don't eat two of those things, man.
Hey,
Those are
man.
fucking huge. God
Yeah,
damn.
but again, it's a vegetarian, so it's nothing but beans and rice in them.
I'm glad I don't sit next to
It's
you
not like
after
there's
that.
steak in there
Fuck.
that's gonna fill you up. I get the one is what black beans, the
That's a
rice. Fuck you,
recipe for
black beans, rice. What they have that corn salsa that they put on there with
Yeah.
that lettuce, grilled peppers, and guacamole. That's it. That's all I get. Yeah.
It's a fucking gas factory. I'm glad I ain't in the
Oh
house,
yeah,
man.
well there's a reason I live alone. So, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Two of them, too.
Man,
Golly.
listen, it's
You
delicious, sir.
got
It's
one talking to the
scrumdiddlyumptious.
other in your belly there, man. One,
Oh
they're all
yeah,
both arguing shit. What are
yeah,
you doing
man.
here? I was here first. Oh shit. Literally,
Dude,
god damn.
yeah. It's a big boy meal, sir. It's a big boy meal. But hey, man, it was tasty.
Damn.
Yeah,
Two.
sir. Yeah, hey, man.
Oh,
I'm a growing young man, sir. So thank you. So fuck you
growing
very.
wide. I can just hear you getting fatter.
Hey, yeah. Well, it's been okay. It's been several months I had that meal, but
Woo.
yes,
It's
it's
reaching
very
back,
tasty.
but the effects are reaching back in time or forward in time, maybe. I don't know.
Well, next time I
Oh
do it,
man.
I'll make sure I'm like, okay, Mikey's gonna tease me, so I'm gonna put this other one in the refrigerator. It's leave it in there, and that's dinner for the next day.
I'm
So yeah,
kidding, man.
I'm not eating
No.
as much. Dude, I ain't
No,
fucking
there are
sense.
times where, like occasionally we'll have a dinner and it's kind of light, and a couple hours later, my life's like, man, I'm still hungry. I'm like, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be a fat ass, but me too. And then we'll go find something else to eat. So I think we're all kind of capable of that. But no, for the most part, though, no, we've been trying to, cut off eating at 8 o'clock.
Mm.
That's it. No eating after that because you're not supposed to eat.
Ass
But
still counts though, right? You can still eat ass.
no, I don't eat ass, sir.
Okay, that's fair enough.
It's kind of nasty, but no.
It's kind of nasty.
Kind of
It's
nasty.
kind of nasty. I got you.
Yeah.
It's cool. Ass to mouth is okay in certain circumstances, sir.
We had a couple of our band members were kind of like the ass to mouth type,
I
right?
was
I think.
gonna hope. I'm gonna leave
Oh,
that out,
ooh.
dude.
We ain't gonna mention names, but we're gonna leave it
Hey
there.
man, listen, dude. There's nothing wrong with ass to mouth, sir.
Bass to mouth
Ass to mouth, a
for your
nice. Oh,
fishing, for your little
yes,
fishing
yes, for my
fetish that you
fishing.
got.
Thank you for helping me
Bass,
save that. Dude. Yeah,
bass to mouth.
yes. So yes, stop eating after. I mean, you got fucking like gremlin rules now. It's weird how once you get older, you have to make these rules now. Like gremlins had no feeding at midnight or after
Yeah.
midnight. Now that you're an adult of a certain age, now you have like okay, I can't eat past 8, 9 o'clock. Pretty soon we'll be on a okay, no liquids after 10 because our prostates are fucked up and we gotta pee every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I was
Nuts.
like, Jesus, man, we're fucking gremlins, man. What the
Increase the
hell
water
happened?
intake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is another thing I've been trying to do. I
No
noticed.
spicy food past this, no caffeine past 1 o'clock. Oh my
No,
Jesus, man. Has it
I
gotten
don't
that
really have a
bad?
problem with the caffeine. Like I can drink a cup of coffee and go right to bed, no problem.
Yeah, I've
But
had your coffee, man. I get it. That shit's weak as hell.
no, this stuff's pretty strong. I mean, we have our own latte machine, so we make those, and those are pretty strong, man.
Yeah, I have my own cappuccino machine also.
Yeah,
That's I
so we
love
do
that, man.
the double shot and
Yeah.
one a day. Like I said, every once in a blue moon, hey, I want a cup of coffee at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, and I'll make a cup.
I mean, I know you're making them Irish coffees also.
I haven't had an Irish coffee in a while. I don't think
Really?
do I have Bailey's? I'm not sure if I have any Bailey's left. Yeah, yeah. No, I kind of like an Irish coffee in the wintertime when it's cold. I don't really drink
Okay.
them during the summer.
I just put some straight whiskey in that bad boy. Don't worry about that. Just make
Yeah.
buy their coffee. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about the Baileys and all that other kind of fun stuff. Just put some booze in it.
Well, most good places don't even use Baileys. They make their own little concoction of it, but it's
Yeah.
really good. I like it with the Baileys. It's not bad.
Dude, I can't tell you the last time I even had Baileys in a drink.
I think it's the only time I've ever had it is an Irish coffee, really.
Okay. No, they had a couple mixed drinks that require Baileys. Really, I was bartender for a while, and I was making a couple either like a chocolate martini, something like that. And I think it had one of the ingredients was Bailey's.
Yeah. No, I haven't had anything fancy like that. Normally mine are simple like whiskey and Coke, rum and Coke,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
whiskey
yeah, Jay.
sour, old fashioned, but I don't do every once in a while I'll do the kind of the fruity tasting stuff, but that's rare. Like a Tom Collins, occasionally I'll get one of those. I haven't had one of those in fucking forever.
Mm.
Um,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah, man, those it's a long time for those bad boys, man.
oh, it's a
Oh,
time. Like, yeah, before I met you, I was drinking Tom Collins quite often because I really liked it. I went to a bar once and they made a really good one, and I that was my drink of choice for a good while. Tom
I think
Collins.
every decade or so, or maybe half a decade, there's always like a drink of choice.
Hmm.
So when we were hanging out, I think Cape Cods were really big.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see, people would have geez, crazy. So shot wise, you go to any restaurant bar, they'd always have like sex on the beach or some bullshit like that.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see. Cosmos were big at one point because that chick off of Sex and the City drank Cosmos. Appletinis, I made a lot of those
Oh, my
also.
wife was a big fan of Appletinis. I can't remember,
Yeah.
can't tell you
Oh,
how much, at the end of, after a night of drinking, it'd be like $70 worth of Appletinis on the pavement because you had too many.
oh, dude, yeah. Oh my, the taste of that apple
Uh-huh.
liqueur coming back up. Like I've burped it before. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just
Yeah.
I can't do this, man. No, no. So I as a personal drinker, I don't really mess with any liqueurs and stuff like that. I have it if I'm making a mixture for someone else because
Right.
some people are bitches and they can't drink like a man. Not you. You're good. You're cool. You drink the good stuff. But some people are just okay, fair enough. I won't check your manhood because you need a fruity drink. But
Every
some of
once in a while. Every once in a while.
those things are the
Yeah.
heartburn give me, I can't do it, man. It's just
Some
this.
places they make it too sweet. Like they use way too much of the mixer and not enough of the alcohol. It's not supposed to be like super sweet. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a good
But some people
place.
don't like to taste the alcohol.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, some people want a weak drink, and I'm like, no, give it. I don't want it super sweet. Make it a blend so you can kind of taste both flavors because that's the way it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be, taste like a sugar factory. Some people are like, man, I need more syrup in here. I'm like, no, you don't. That should taste
Mm.
fine. You know, um, but I guess we can segue into our. Remember we were talking about earlier, what our top five cheap beers are.
Well, we got to run it through real quick, man. We're almost at an hour now, sir.
Yeah, so we'll do it real quick.
Okay. So, my top picks, I'll give you my top three for cheap beer. My number one spot is going to be Miller High Life. That
Yeah.
I drink those when I'm going fishing. That is my favorite cheap beer to drink. When I was going to that one spot, Boondocks, in the Montrose area in Houston, they would always have like $1 Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Hmm.
So that was always fun. So, and the reason we're talking about this because, dude, I remember back in the day, we would literally just go to a bar with maybe $20, $25, have a good time, leave a tip, and you're out. You weren't breaking the bank because they had a lot of cheap beers you can drink. We used to go to that one spot. What was that one spot? It had the Tuesday call-its.
Oh, Dirt Bar.
Yeah, Dirt Bar. Back when Dirt Bar was not it's in downtown now, but back when it was on another spot, they'd have Tuesday flip-its. We would go there. What the premise is, they'd flip a coin. You guess what it is. If you guess right, your drink is free.
Right.
Dude, we would be on a roll guessing 3 or 4 times in a row. We'd be betting and guessing on other people's drinks as well. And it was never like, oh man, I spent X amount of dollars. It was like, oh, did I spend maybe $40 at Dirt Bar? And you got a really good buzz, or if not, you were just super drunk. You
You
and
were being
not you,
walked up.
you,
Yeah.
and then you'd have a good time. You go home.
Yeah.
Now, dude, if you want to go out, you're gonna spend maybe $100+ on alcohol. I can again see why so many young people now don't fucking drink anymore.
It made it too expensive, man. Like a pint of a decent pour is like $8
Yeah.
for like, like a craft beer, versus some of these cheaper ones. Even they try to stiff you on it. With that for instance, that concert we went to, which I'll talk about next time because I didn't really get to
Mm.
talk about it much. But $16 for a Pabst Blue Ribbon Tall Boy. I'm like, are you
How
fucking kidding
much
me? $16.
for skate pump beer? $15.
16.
$16. That's insane.
So me and my wife are like, man, what's how much is a whiskey and Coke? Like same about the same, 15, 13, 14, something like that. So we switched to that. I'm like, I'm not paying $16 for some, cheap beer. It's cheap beer. I'm not
Mm.
paying $16 for it. I mean, okay, maybe it wasn't 16, but with the tip, I think it was like 32 with the tip when we slapped
For
on
two
it. So
people, yeah.
for two people. So, with the tip, is at $32. So, I mean, but the average cost of the beer is $16 with the tip. So I was like, man, fudge that.
Nah,
Yeah.
no fucking way. I think one of the last ones probably on my list that you could probably agree on is probably going to be Bud Light. Bud Light was one of those cheap beers that people drank, and it's so crazy how it got really political when they had that Dylan Mulvaney chick, and now they've got like Shane Gillis and other people doing the beer commercial now, and it's kind of back where it used to be. But yeah, dude, Bud Light was. Now we're talking about beers, not malt liquor. Malt liquor is a different thing, and that's a
Hmm.
beast onto itself. Which I'm sure there's some people suffering right now with fucking stomach cancer because
Hmm.
they drank that gut rot. But yeah,
Oh,
these are just beers you can get in a tall boy. So Bud Light, I think they probably have some deal because they're sold at every sporting event. If you're at like a
they're not
football
really that
game
good
or
though. Really.
it's
And
not, but
uh
cheap. Yeah. You can literally drink a bunch of those. Being drunk off of Bud Light is a different kind of being drunk
I
off
don't
of
think it's
whiskey,
bragging
being
rights.
drunk off, yeah, it's not. It's just it's being drunk off of whiskey or tequila or something like that is not as sloppy drunk as it is to be drunk off of Bud Light. And you've been just down in cans, not a bottle, cans of Bud Light, crushing that shit.
Oh
And
man, the beer
Bud
shits after
Light.
it too. Fuck
And
that. No, thank you.
Bud Light or Miller Light. I'm a Miller High Life person, but yeah.
Yeah.
So like when we go fishing, we're on the boat, we're hanging out. I'll have 5 or 6 Miller High Lifes.
Hmm.
And dude, it's just like drinking water because it's you really don't even taste the beer that much.
Mm-mm.
I think the only beer that would probably make my list that I never was big on, but I had friends who liked it was Coors. And that's just regular Coors or Coors Light. That's it.
Yeah. You've already touched on a couple of mine. So for me, my I guess my top five. I have five of them.
Okay.
Cheap beer. And some of these are probably going to be only local to my area. One's Old Style, which we've had a conversation. I really like Old Style. It's a Chicago staple.
Okay.
And about $4 you can get it. You can either get a pint or a tall boy for like $4 at the or a bottle.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I was
Um,
closing out a window and this one came up. I'm like, oh no.
so Old Style. After that, Hams. I don't know if you ever remember Hams.
Hands?
Hams,
Hams.
Hams,
Okay,
Hams.
let me
Yeah,
look at me.
Hams. That I want to say in the 80s they had a commercial.
Hams beer.
Yeah, Hams is kind of a cheap beer, which is not too bad.
I've
Um,
never heard of that. Dude, what
yeah.
does that even taste like?
It reminds me, I mean, I don't know, it just tastes like cheap beer. It reminds me
Okay,
kind of
so
like
so I Googled hams and it came
Hams.
up, but also old style came up. So maybe they're
It's
made by are they made by Molson Coors? Are they both
No.
made by the same
Well, I
company?
mean, if they're all okay, Molson Coors owns a shit ton, or InBev owns a shit ton of those breweries. But yeah, maybe no. Old Style and Hams are not the same. They taste totally different. Like, some people will say Old Style it tastes quote unquote sweeter. I don't. To me, it, they're two distinct flavors. I'm trying to think of what Hams kind of more resembles a Pabst Blue Ribbon, which would be number three on my list for cheap beer. It's not bad. The fourth you mentioned already, Miller High Life, and then the fifth was going to be Coors.
Hold on, this I'm looking at the thing that says defunct. Do they not make it anymore?
Who? Hams?
Hams.
Yeah, we make it because at the post where I go to, man, we get what we call a ham shake. You get a shot of Seagram's and a Ham's Tall Boy for $5.
Okay. No, you're right. Okay. Yeah, I can get it at Total Wine.
Yeah,
Hams.
Hams.
And some hams,
I want to
baby.
say they had a commercial like in the 80s, like with little like bears and other animals in the forest.
Dude, I could just so see a cop rolling up to a DV situation and they're seeing just crushed cans of hams or old style on it, and they're like, oh fuck. I already know what the fuck they're getting into.
No, the old style thing most people drink for a Chicago handshake, but honestly I kind of like it. For a cheap beer, if I don't want to spend $8 on a craft beer pint, I will get a $4 or sometimes even a $3 or
Mm,
$2 specials. They'll have them on the old style and just drink a couple of those. Um, but I like my craft beer too. But like I said, I noticed my bill is significantly lower when I'm getting those old styles and hams. So,
well, man, when I Googled it, AI said hams is a classic, low cost American lager.
mhm.
I'm like, okay,
It
fair
tastes
enough.
better than Miller. My father-in-law was Miller Lite. He loves Miller Lite. In fact,
Mm,
when he came with us during our move last year, he had bought a six-pack before he left, and he probably had like three left. I think we used the last one of those that he bought last year
mm.
uh
To
as
marinate
beer
something?
batter. Yeah, to
Okay.
beer batter some fish. And we were thankful to get rid of it. Six ninety
We're
nine.
dead. You're right.
It
I
had
want
it
people.
had the price tag on it, six ninety
Yeah,
nine for that whole six pack. So
dude, I love that. You like, I got to be bougie about beer. I don't want my neighbors to know I drink this stuff. So when you're
yeah.
throwing out the carton stuff, you're like sneaking them, putting them at the very at the at the very deep down in the trash bins and stuff. That way
Hmm.
the neighbors don't know what you drink that stuff. They won't think less of you.
He's a cheap motherfucker.
I know this is a cheap fucker. It's a cheap bastard. Fucking hell, man. It's cheap bastard.
I remember my mom buying boxed wine because it was cheap. My mom was a wine. Wow, I
Dude,
was like,
box wine was so big in the 90s.
oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I think I'm pretty sure they still have it. It just doesn't get talked about anymore.
I mean, you probably now would be best using that kind of wine for like sangria or some shit, just for a
Yeah.
quick down and dirty sangria, cheap, you know.
Box of wine.
Yeah, but yeah, back in the day it was. I guess I remember seeing boxed wine in my mom's kitchen.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, no. I remember family gatherings and they, bring a box, one, two boxes of wine.
Yeah.
That was kind of common, man. It happens. Yeah. I never, I'm sure
Boxed
I've tried it
wine and
before.
Virginia Slims.
Oh, baby. There we go. Now nothing
Those
says family
teeny
reunion.
weeny thin cigarettes. My mom used to
Super
smoke
thin.
those. Yeah, and I'm like,
Oh man.
Mom, why even bother smoking these?
Yeah, it's Virginia Slim, baby.
Less
It still
nicotine. I'm like,
causes
not
cancer.
really. It's really long and it's thin. It's probably about almost the same amount of tobacco as a normal cigarette. It's just they were longer. I don't know if they did 20 to 30 to a pack. So I'm like, it's basically the same when you think about it.
Oh hell, man, dude! How I couldn't tell how much a pack of cigarettes costs now. It's probably highway
Oh
robbery.
man, I think here it's like $17 a pack or some shit.
Once one more time,
I think it's like $17 a pack right now. Let me see.
$17 a pack.
Yeah, my cousin smokes Newports.
So how many come in a pack? 20?
20 cigarettes.
Okay, so that's almost $1 a cigarette.
Between $13 and $17.
Wow, son.
So, local county and state excise taxes are about over $7 a pack. So it all depends. But a lot of it's just like, normally it would probably cost like $10, but since they
Mm.
tax the shit out of them, it's like
Mm.
17. Because in the end, they're trying to get people to quit smoking, because it is kind of bad for you.
Well,
And
are they
so
taxing marijuana like that also, or no?
oh yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I know I don't smoke weed.
No, yeah, because I'm saying, I mean, I'm not. I haven't bought any weed since we've been here. I just put it that
Okay.
way. We haven't bought any weed. I haven't partaken in any of it because, like I said, I'm trying to get a job, and most of them do a drug test. Even though I probably would be fine, I don't want that. I don't want that. So I've been
What
abstaining
stays
from it.
in your system longer, smoking it or edibles?
Probably smoking it, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Me
But
neither.
I don't need it. Like I said, even then when I would, it was just every once in a blue moon. My wife's more of she likes that more than drinking. So she'll have an edible and I'll have like a beer or something.
Mm.
But I know we're gonna go in a little bit, but I'm sorry. Can't do
Yeah,
it.
bro, we can call it a day, man. I know your dog is looking at you, those eyes like, I want to go.
What?
Like he
What do you
wants to go
want?
have fun.
You need to go outside?
Yeah.
Huh? Do you need to go potty?
My
Tell
dog is
me.
doing the same.
Yeah. But he's
Mm.
very vocal. Your dog doesn't bark unless somebody comes to the door.
Yeah, yeah. Unless the
Yeah.
UPS guy or something like that is here,
Whoa, whoa,
or
whoa, 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 whoa.
or the person that drops off my pornography is at the door, that kind of thing.
Got
That
your blow
usually.
up doll. What?
Hey, I got you. No, the squeaking on the blow up doll, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
sets her off. The different lubricants, the smells, that kind of stuff. The
Gross.
tricks that I'm running outside in the
No.
back of the house.
What? No. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Well,
okay. I had
all
to take
right,
him for a walk anyway.
go
And
take
I
that
stopped by
crazy
the
dog
liquor
for a
store
walk,
on the way
son.
home to pick up a six
Yeah,
pack for the Cinco de Mayo.
there you go, man. Go high five some Hispanic people, tell them happy Cinco de
Woo!
Mayo. And they're
I'll
like, I'm not
say it the what?
Hispanic. Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna have some tacos. You
Yes,
want a
make your
taco?
food,
I
sir.
love tacos. Who the
Mm.
hell? I mean,
Yeah,
how do
man.
you
Yeah, some jalapenos. I love
jalapenos? I've
jalapenos.
heard that once. I heard a redneck say that once. That was the funniest
Some
fucking
good
thing I ever heard.
jalapenos.
I'll have some jalapenos, and then can I get an order for jolas with that too? And I'm like,
Yeah.
frijoles? You mean frijoles? Not, it's
Frijoles
not
gringo.
jalapenos. It's jalapeno.
Mm.
Jalapenos. I say that out of a habit now, because I've heard it once. Since I heard it that time, I do. I just like, like I'll talk, my wife, hey, grab me a can of jalapenos, or but
Fair enough, sir.
she knows I mean it. But like I said, I just find it funny, man. Jalapenos, that's so funny.
It is, man. All right, man. Time to
All
say
right,
goodnight, Nick.
good night, asshole. We'll
All
talk to
right,
you
bro.
later.
Good talking to you. Gay love.
You're funny.